Same rules as every year, droned Mr. Weeshaw, who had a duffel bag under his desk stuffed with 5 Hawaiian shirts, 6 thongs, and a round-trip ticket to Lagos. You'll be monitored at all times. You will be in no danger. You must simply spot the historical inaccuracy. Correcting it yourself will earn you bonus points, but it is not a requirement. Simply give your answers to your spotter and they will set things right before closing the time loop and ending your exam. Any questions? Yes, said Pia Sadiq, gripping the edges of her desk. Which, exactly which period will we be, you know, where are we going? This is your final exam, said Mr. Weeshaw, coldly. Any period that has been discussed in this class is a possibility. Oh, said Pia. We covered a lot this year, didn't we? Mr. Weeshaw smiled. Nearly everything. Pia gulped. There was a knowledge pad balanced on her lap, hidden behind her desk. As Weeshaw called students to the time swing, she swiped furiously through random articles, videos, and fact sheets. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, she mumbled. I don't know who Winston Churchill is. I don't even know if he's a real person. Genghis Khan! What the hell is a Genghis Khan? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Miss Sadiq? Said Mr. Weeshaw. Your turn. Pia dripped out of her chair, slowly shuffling her way to the front of the room. The time swing was a chair and a sort of gyroscope. It didn't look like much. It didn't even make much of a sound when it was activated. But it worked, and worked well. Pia sat down and let Barney the teacher's aide secure the restraining bar. Good luck, said Mr. Weeshaw. And remember, you don't need to fix anything. In fact, unless you're absolutely confident about the situation, you're really better off letting your spotter handle it. Understood? Pia couldn't tell if Mr. Weeshaw was being kind or cruel in that moment. It certainly felt like a bit of both. Before she could respond, however, the chair began to turn over, slowly at first, and then faster, and then so fast she wasn't in the chair at all anymore, or in the classroom, or in the same century, for that matter. When Pia opened her eyes, she was on the floor in a small, poorly lit room. Come on, said a voice in the darkness. Time to get dressed. The voice belonged to a woman Pia had never seen before. She handed Pia heavy wool slacks and a large overcoat. Here's a hat, too, said the woman, handing Pia a rumpled cap. Wear it low over your face. You want to be inconspicuous. You don't look quite like the locals. Where are we? Asked Pia. You know I can't say that, said the woman. Hurry up. I'll take you to the location. Pia threw on the clothes and followed the woman out the door and into the street. It was a warm, breezy day. Men and women pushed past, paying Pia no attention. They were dressed similar to her, though most wore thinner coats or long, formal dresses. It felt like summertime, after all. A trolley rolled by. Pia had absolutely no idea where they were. Come on, whispered the woman, pulling Pia along up to an intersection. Pia bumped into a man who said something in a language that was not English. That narrowed things down at least a little. Here, said the woman, pushing Pia up to the edge of the curb. Your exam begins now. Pia was bewildered. It was the past, obviously, but how far back, she couldn't say. And where? She was equally lost. Moreover, there was nothing to see. Just people streaming past, some queuing up around her and on the other side of the street. A parade, maybe? Thought Pia. But how many historically significant parades could she name? The people there on the street became excited, some yelling, some cheering, some, a few, jeering. Still, Pia couldn't see the cause of their excitement. Imposing men bustled past. Police, maybe? Or soldiers? They looked very official and all of them were armed. Finally, Pia saw it. A car. A very old sort of car. The type with no roof and those big, narrow bicycle-looking tires. A man and a woman sat in the back of the car as it moved slowly down the street. Pia could tell they were important. Royalty, maybe? The president of wherever they were? The man wore a red and white sash and a strange, many-tiered hat. The woman was dressed in white. Her enormous, wide-rimmed hat was covered in real flowers. There was a scuffle in the street. A man had run out towards the car. He held out a gun and took aim at the man in the car. He pulled the trigger, once, twice, 3 times. But the gun did nothing. The man was surrounded by police. The car tried to get away. though it was stymied by the swarming, hysterical crowd. "Your answer?" said the woman. Pia had momentarily forgotten all about her. There was nothing. She had nothing. "I don't know," said Pia softly. "I don't know what that was." "Not even a guess?" said the woman. "This counts for 30% of your grade." "Some king." Pia shook her head. "I don't know." "That's Franz Ferdinand," said the woman, pointing at the man in the car. "Archduke of Austria. He's to be assassinated today. It's a major catalyst to the beginning of World War I. She patted Pia on the back. "Don't stress out about it. It's just a history class. It's not the end of the—" Pia saw the gun flash what seemed like hours before she heard the bang. She had not been watching the gunmen and the police, or even the Archduke and his wife. Instead, her eyes had been on another man in the crowd, young and angry. Maybe he had been with the gunman. Maybe not. All the same, he drew his own gun and aimed it at the police. And one of the police saw this and acted just that little bit quicker, drawing and firing without hesitation. Had they been slower, though, or more cautious, had they taken the time to draw a better sight, or consider the wisdom in firing at all, surely things would have been much different. Because they missed. Badly. Pia's spotter was dead before she hit the ground. The crowd, already terrified, began to push and scream and run in every direction. Already the woman's body was swallowed up in the stampede. What did that mean? Pia was dumbstruck. What did it mean that her spotter was dead? How did she get back? How did this get fixed? Did this mean there would be no World War I? Pia hated history. She hated it more than math and science and every single other subject combined. What was the point of knowing what had already happened? It never changed anything. No one ever acted differently because we knew what happened before. And no one ever told you if the things that happened, the complicated, horrible things, were good or bad, if they were necessary. So what good was history if it never helped anyone? All Pia knew was how things were. What her grandparents had gone through to start a new life in the United States. What her parents had sacrificed so Pia and her 3 brothers could have joyful, fulfilling lives. It seemed disrespectful to even consider a world where those things didn't happen, and all because Pia was too lazy to study for her history exam. One of the policemen collapsed at Pia's feet. She reached down and pulled the pistol out of his hand. The car hadn't gone very far. She could catch it if she ran.